Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Daily Quiz. So, here we are going to discuss five questions from the current affairs session, which we discussed earlier, and then we would discuss five more questions which would be related to the previous year question papers. If you are the first time visitor of this channel, let me introduce this initiative to you. Guys, we had started from the 1st of July the daily current affairs analysis on our YouTube channel, on this channel itself, where we crack down the Hindu newspaper for you guys so that it would help you in saving lots of time and give you the exact articles which are needed for your UPSC exam. Then, with respect to that, in the evening session, we upload the daily quiz session in which we take the questions from the current affairs which we had already discussed, which would help you in revising the current affairs in small points, and then we discuss about the previous year questions which were asked from last many years. So by discussing those questions, it would give you the idea that how the paper how the questions are asked in the exam. And trust me, when you know the previous year questions very well, when you had read them by heart, it would definitely help you in eliminating many of your statements in the question paper. So, without wasting any time, let us start our discussion from the question number one. As if you were with me during our session when we discussed about the current affairs of today's, you would have definitely come through the gharial crocodiles. These are found in the Gangetic Basin, and you know why it was in news, because the female gharial crocodile, she is the only one which was found there. So it was about how they are मतलब कि खत्म होने को है. So the question here asks, what is the IUCN status of the gharial crocodiles? Is it vulnerable? Is it threatened? Is it near threatened, or it is critically endangered? It is definitely critically endangered because only 565 gharial crocodiles are found in the world right now, and after many years, a single female gharial crocodile was found in the Gangetic Basin. So I hope you understood this question and you got some idea which we discussed in our earlier class. Now, coming back to the next question, here it asks about the PLI scheme which we discussed earlier in the current affairs session. In which of the following sectors it is pushed? These sectors are advanced chemistry, is it pharmaceuticals, is it textile products, is it automobile, or all of the above? What do you think? This PLI scheme, it is pushed in all of the above sectors here mentioned. So please do go through the sectors which are under the PLI scheme, in which PLI is pushed. You know, UPSC is very much unpredictable and they can ask any questions from anywhere. So do go through it. About PLI schemes, we discussed about how it is initiative मतलब कि इससे मतलब intense how does it help these companies in growing their मतलब कि how does it help them in growing their stuff and all that. It is in incentive based, and the government gives the target to the company within which they have to complete. If they complete within the target, they will get the incentives. They have some base year, with reference to that they get the incentives. Now, coming to the third question of today's discussion, we discussed about the invasive species, in which we discussed about the incident in which few wormers from Australia, they were seized in the Delhi airport long ago, and they were burned. Why they were burned? Because they were the invasive species. They would have destroyed the native environment in here. So that was मतलब कि वो उसका reason क्या था? That was to sabotage to destroy the Indian environment. That was deliberately done by many people. So with respect to that, we discussed about the ways by which these invasive species can travel from one place to another. So here are some options. Let us see what does it say. traveling from one country to another while carrying luggage, yes, definitely by this the invasive species can spread by ships and boats 100% through that. Also migration from one place to another, definitely because of some ecological impact they can migrate from one place to another, and other reasons also. So in this question, all the above are the reasons by which the invasive species can spread from one place to another. Now, moving to the next question of today's discussion, it is which of the following states have the highest computer literacy? If you remember, we discussed about the computer literacy. It is actually mainly for this such questions do often come in mains exam. They may ask such questions in different way in mains exam, but we can get some idea from there also. We can frame a prelims question from there also. So the question here is which of the following states have the highest computer literacy? If you remember, we discussed about the data released by NSS. So is it Tamil Nadu? No. Is it Kerala? Is it Maharashtra? Neither. Is it Karnataka? Not at all. It is the Kerala which has the highest digital literacy in the adults, which is 73%, something like that. Now, coming to the last question of the current affairs session, it talks about the International Solar Alliance. It was brought by India with which of the following countries? Is it South Africa? No. Is it China? Neither. Is it USA? Not at all. Then which? Sorry, I had not given the actual answer to this. It is neither Canada also. It is the France with which India has this alliance. So it is India and France which brought this Indian International Solar Alliance. I had sorry, I'm very much sorry for that. I had not marked the correct option in here. Now, this was about the current affairs which we discussed earlier in the day session or in the afternoon session. Now let's come to the previous year questions which were asked in long years ago. So first question here is which of the following statements regarding Ashoka stone pillars are incorrect? So we have to find out the incorrect option in here. They are highly polished. Yes, they are highly polished. These are monolithic. Definitely these are monolithic. The shaft of pillars is tapering in nature 100%. These are parts of architectural structures. No, they were not architectural structures, but the purpose of this was to spread the dharma. So option D is the incorrect option in it. So hence the option D is the correct option if we have to find the incorrect option. Coming to the next question, question number 7, it talks about which of the following scripts of ancient India was written from right to left. If you would have read ancient history, you would definitely had gone through this. So this such questions are very easy. Is it Brahmi? No, it is not. Is it Nandanagiri? No. Is it Sharda? No. Is it Kharosti? 100% it is Kharosti. It is written from right to left, like Arabic or Urdu. And then coming to question number 8, the famous dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama is mentioned in which of the following Upanishads? So what do you think? In which the famous dialogue between Yama and Nachiketa is mentioned? In this, I would give a little idea about that. In this, the Yama glorified the Lord Vishnu. He gave the characteristics of the Lord Vishnu in this dialogue. Is it Chandogayo Upanishad? No. Is it Mandako Upanishad? In Mandako Upanishad, in it we have that famous slogan Satyama Vijayate. So Satyama Vijayate belongs to the Mandako Upanishad. In Chandogayo Upanishad, in it father teaches his son. Is it Katho Upanishad? 100% it is Katho Upanishad. In it the dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama is mentioned. Now coming to the question number 9, Milinda Phanhu is in the form of dialogue between the king Manindra and Buddhist monk. Is it Nagasena? Let's see. Is it Nagabhata? No. Is it Naga Arjun? No. Is it Kumari La Bhatta? No, it is neither him. So it is definitely Nagasena. In this dialogue, he converted the king into Buddhism. Now coming to the last question of today's discussion, it talks about which of the following edicts mentions the personal name of Ashok. Now, here I want to revise you the first session, in which when the question came about the Ashoka, that Priyadarsana was his name. So, in that, when this question came, it came in the next year of that exam. If the student then would had if the students then would have gone through the previous year paper, they would have discussed the options, they would have read about it, then those students would have definitely cracked this question. So it is the question speaks which of the following edicts mentions the personal name of Ashoka. Is it Kalsi edict? No. Is it Rumindi? Neither. Is it special Kalinga edict? No. Is it Musky? Sorry, I had again made a mistake here. I had misjudged the lines. So it is definitely Musky, where Ashoka reveals his personal name. So I hope with this I am able to clear your some information. I was able to deliver some information to you guys. I hope you are doing well. Please do subscribe to this channel and do follow this YouTube channel. Trust me, the best quality would be delivered by time. आपका जो subscribe करना, that gives me motivation. That is kind of appreciation towards my work. So thank you. Please do subscribe to this channel and do share it with your friends who do need the help right now. Thank you very much. And sorry for the mistakes which I had made in it. मुझे पता है if anybody sees the such mistakes, he won't even open the video. But I'm sorry, I had seen it while recording, and I had recorded a whole video right now, so it is difficult to repeat it. I hope you would understand it. Thanks for following.